I recently reached 10,000 followers on LinkedIn in just a couple of months. I also have other friends who started at the exact same time, who also reached 10k followers even faster than me. So, how we all did it. In this video, I'm going to show you that it's not difficult to reach 10k followers super rapidly, even if you're starting from zero. First, I'm gonna give you the basics, and then I dive into LinkedIn's algorithm to show you what works, but also what doesn't. With that being said, let's go with the basics first. The first step is to optimize your LinkedIn profile to get followers. For that, you need to put some effort to craft a LinkedIn headline that will attract eyeballs to your profile. This is what people will see the most about you on LinkedIn, so go for something unique that includes quantifiable numbers. For example, my headline is co-founder at Brightcall, the sales CRM to build B2B relationships in 2024, not in 2010. In just one sentence, you know who I am and what my value proposition is. Another good example of a LinkedIn headline is the one from Aaron Reeves. I help new SDRs, BDRs crush the quota consistently with proven frameworks. Account executive at Revolut. Here, Aaron started with his value proposition and then said what his role was. My advice to create a good LinkedIn headline will be to check your favorite creators and get inspirations from them. After writing your LinkedIn headline, don't forget to tell your story in the About section. Don't be too descriptive. You need to be a storyteller here. When it comes to your work experience section, most people make the mistake to make it boring, while you can actually make it super interesting by sharing quantifiable numbers you achieve or sharing fun facts that happen in your career. Finally, by far, the most important thing to optimize your profile to get new followers is to turn on the creator mode. Thanks to that, people will be able to follow you super rapidly instead of just connecting with you. The number one mistake people do when they turn on the creator mode is that they don't use the featured section correctly. This section is super powerful to get followers, but also leads for your business. Your first featured section spot should be about your offer so that people know instantly what you do. Your second featured sections post should be a high authority LinkedIn post to build trust and making people to follow you. This kind of post is usually a case study or some results you got for your business. Your third featured post should be a post that is personal, ideally one that has many likes and many comments. But I'm sure some of you watching might not have a post with many likes and comments yet. That's fine. In that case, put a post that talks about yourself to make your audience feel closer to you. Alright, now you have the basics. Now let's focus on content and engagement strategy. If you want to grow your followers on LinkedIn, you need to post content on LinkedIn. 5 times per week is usually the number you want to aim for here. Then you want your 5 posts to talk about your niche at different level. It's BOFU, MOFU, and TOFU techniques. These words stand for bottom of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and top of the funnel. What it means is that each post you'll produce will address different stages of your customer journey. For example, you'll have one LinkedIn post talking about how having a CRM changed your life. This is top of the funnel content because you softly educate people about your product or service. A middle of the funnel post will be, for example, a case study on how Matteo closed $52k in just 1 week using Brightcall Sales CRM. And the bottom of the funnel post will be one where I showcase my product in a video with clear call to actions to sign up. Alright, now that you know this, what type of content should you post? This is my framework: 3 text posts per week, 1 screenshot or 1 video per week, and 1 LinkedIn carousel per week. Doing that will allow you to diversify the type of your content so that your audience will never get bored of you. Some piece of content will also give you an extra boost, like LinkedIn carousels, who are amazing for reach but also take a while to build. Then, when it comes to the copywriting of your post, 2 things will help you. First, tagging times to times people you know in your important posts because it will guarantee your early engagement. Second, make sure to always include a call to action at the end of your post to tell people to follow you. Pretty much like I'm doing right now when I say that you should subscribe to that YouTube channel if you want to get results like Xavier, who closed $14,000 in just 2 weeks with my video tips. Alright guys, it's now time to give you my 6 secrets to boost your followers to the moon. The first step is to engage with peers/influencers in your field for 15 to 20 minutes a day before you post, and with comments with the first hour of posting. This can boost the reach of your post up to 20%. The second tip is to like your own post if you get more than 10 likes. Recently tested, it works super well according to a study from Richard van der Blom. It can boost your reach by up to 7%. Then try to make your replies to your comments longer than 10 words. The longer, the better. Ask questions to people who reply to your comment to create mini threads in your LinkedIn posts. Tip number 4 is to add every week people in your ICP on LinkedIn. Ideally, you can use Sales Navigator and filter people who posted in the last 30 days to get people who are a minimum active on the platform. Tip number 5 is to do one lead magnet per month. It can give you 200 to 800 followers in one day, but make sure that you give proper value or you lose trust from your audience. Finally, you need to know that the co-founder of LinkedIn, Reid Hoffman, was all about network effects, which is one of the core principles of LinkedIn. That means that your account will grow faster if you focus on a specific geographical area or a niche with the connections you accept, but also with the connections that you send. So what you need to remember is that if you're based in London, focus on growing your network in London. If your niche is B2B sales, focus on growing your network with people in that space from all over the world, but ideally in London first. Alright guys, I hope you liked this video. If you generate leads with all these tips, make sure to close deals using my software, Carousel CRM, and see you in the next video. Cheers, bye.